Shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'ka, Kudash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, I want to acknowledge the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect. Alright, I'm going to be in Hosea 7. Starting at the top, it says, "When I would have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and the wickedness of Samaria. For they commit falsehood, and the thief cometh in, and the troop of robbers spoileth without." Alright, so Ephraim is dealing with the northern kingdom, Israel, the so-called Black, Latino, Native American tribes. And if you know the history, we were in captivity under the Assyrians, alright? And this is actually the time the northern kingdom, during the captivity of the Assyrians, left. The account is in Ecclesiasticus, but the northern kingdom left the Assyrian captivity, and this is when we were guided to the North and South Americas. Alright, but nonetheless, our people was wicked. You know, they made a pledge to go serve our true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, and still ended up falling short and turning to wickedness, right? So, actually, let me grab that real quick. Since I spoke on it, I'll grab it real quick. I think it's either 41 or 43. No, it's 43. Let me see. Or it might be 13 and then 41. Let's see. No. Okay, I was off. I was thinking way off. Second, I was writing the numbers wrong on the book. All right, Second Esdras 13:41. I should have known that was Esdras. It's talking about the Northern Kingdom. All right. Let me see. Well, I'll start at 40. "Those are the 10 tribes," speaking about Northern Kingdom, "which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so they came into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land." Alright, so the 10 tribes, that's what they call the 10 lost tribes of Israel, was dealing with Northern Kingdom. And it's the reason why they were going to leave Assyria is because they took counsel that they were going to keep the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Verse 42. Verse 43, "And they entered into the Euphrates by narrow places of the river, for the Most High had shown them signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over." So on the journey, well, let's keep reading it, to the Americas from Assyria, "For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the name in the same region is called Arsareth." Okay, so Arsareth was the New World, right? The North and South Americas. It took our people a year and a half to get there. It says through a great journey. All right. And Yahweh, he held still the flood, meaning he held still the, which would have been the Atlantic Ocean. But we went all the way down to the South Atlantic Ocean on the journey, which took a year and a half, right? We went through the Euphrates River, then we were through the Indian Ocean, then around Africa, Southern Africa, to the South Atlantic Ocean, and then settled on South America and North America, which is the north, which is near the North Atlantic Ocean. Took us a year and a half, the scriptures say. So let's get back to Hosea 7 and 2. It says, "And they consider not in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own doings have beset them about. They are before my face. They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies. They are adulterers as an oven heated by the baker, who ceaseth from raising after he kneaded the dough until it be leavened." So just metaphors showing that our people were wicked, right? And they're adulterers, spiritual adulterers, because why? And physical adulterers. Because why? Because basically, they were cheating on the Most High, and the Most High is a jealous power. So that's why he calls the Northern Kingdom adulterers, and he calls Southern Kingdom also adulterers, but this particular account is dealing with the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Hispanic tribes, Hispanic, Latino, and Native American tribes. It says in verse 5, "In the day of our king, the princes have made him sick with bottles of wine. He stretched out his hand with scorners." And remember, the wine is a metaphor for the doctrines. And our people are sick on these doctrines, which is the wine, which influences you, right? It's a metaphor. Like when you're drunk on wine, you're influenced by the alcohol, by the wine. Our people are influenced by these doctrines, and it makes them sick, okay? And I'm not talking about, sick, throwing up sick. I'm talking about sick in your head, because you start believing lies. That's what makes you sick. Verse 6, "For they have made ready their heart like an oven, whilst they lie in wait, their baker sleepeth all the night. In the morning it burneth as a flaming fire. They are all as hot as an oven, and have devoured their judges. All their kings are fallen. There is none among them that calleth unto me." Right, because remember, as the Israelites, we're supposed to know the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So if you know the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, just like in Esau's kingdom, you're a judge. The judges know laws. Most judges are lawyers or attorneys before they become judges. And what do you got to practice? Law. So this is the same thing with us. Our judges have been devoured. Why? Because they don't know the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Verse 8, "Ephraim hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned." Going into the physical appearance of the Northern Kingdom. And this goes also for the Southern Kingdom, but again, I'm dealing with the Northern Kingdom because we're reading the book of Hosea in chapter 7. But Ephraim has mixed himself with the people. Like we always tell you, the Israelites look like all the heathen nations because why? We've mixed ourselves with the heathen. So our offspring, our children, many of our offspring look like the heathen. That's why it says Ephraim is a cake not turned. If you took a pancake and you cooked it and you didn't turn it, you're going to have one dark side and one light side, dealing with a metaphor for the color of our people. Some of them are dark, some of them are light skinned. Okay. Verse 9. Strangers have devoured his strength, and he knoweth it not. Yet gray hairs are here, and there are upon him, yet he knoweth not. And the pride of Israel testifieth to his face, and they do not return to Yahweh their power, nor seek him for all this. Yeah, our people are they then lost their minds, right? But you have to remember, Yahweh always saves his remnant, his prophets. He reserves his prophets, and the truth is coming into remembrance through his prophets. He's given us mercy, and we're remembering ourselves in our captivity, teaching our people. All right, teaching them who they are, teaching them the laws, bringing them into remembrance. But only the 1/3 is going to listen. 2/3 are going to stay in their wicked ways. Verse 11. Ephraim is also like a silly dove without a heart. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria. Right, they don't have the right mindset. And again, Ephraim represents all of the northern kingdom tribes, the 10 tribes of Israel. All right, the 10 lost tribes of Israel. So Ephraim would be the so-called Puerto Ricans. They're the head tribe of the northern kingdom. But they're a silly dove without a heart, meaning they don't have a mind for Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai. Instead, our people are gone believing all kinds of wickedness. And this is why they're going to be punished. And where will they be punished? They're going to be punished here in Babylon, America. Verse 12. When they shall go, I will spread my net upon them. I will bring them down as the fowls of the heaven. I will chastise them as their congregation hath heard. Right. Woe unto them, for they have fled from me. Destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me. You see how Yahweh B'Shem Yashai speaks about you so-called Latino, Hispanic, and Native Americans? He's pissed off at you. He says you transgress against him, you speak lies against him, you don't even know him. So he's gonna fuck you up, man. And where is he gonna do his damage? It's gonna be in Babylon, America. Verse 14. And they have not cried unto me with their heart. When they howled upon their beds, they assemble themselves for corn and wine, and they rebel against me. Right, our people are rebellious as hell. The northern kingdom is rebellious as hell. You know, you people want to hold on to so-called Native American traditions. You want to hold on to the religion that the oppressor gave you, which the majority of you are Catholics. Some of you are Christians, which are you do the Christian pagan style, right? You don't do the true Christians are the Israelites, but you don't carry yourself as an Israelite. You don't listen to the Lord's prophets. You're rebels. When you go into that word rebel, it literally means to be against a god. Let me get it real quick. Rebel definition. The word rebel, it says a person who rises in opposition or armed resistance against an established government or ruler. So in this case, who's your ruler? Your true ruler is Yahweh. And you resist. You're in opposition with Yahweh. So therefore you're a rebel, and a rebel against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in these last days is to be destroyed in nuclear fire. That's going to be your payback. That's going to be your destiny. And we getting close. There's going to be a great sacrifice in Babylon. And again, the altar is Babylon, America. Verse 15. Though I have bound and strengthened their arms, yet do they imagine mischief against me. They return, but not to the Most High. They are like a deceitful bow. Their princes shall fall by the sword, for the rage of their tongue. This shall be their derision in the land of Egypt. So remember, this is dealing with spiritual Egypt. This is spiritual Egypt. All right, which is America. You're gonna your tongue is the rage of your tongue is gonna bring the sword on you. The sword is dealing with war. The modern sword is the nuclear missile. All right, so I'll go ahead and close on that. I hope the lesson was edifying. Want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, want to acknowledge Allah Akim, who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect.